Hello, and welcome to this overview of the new custom step, CAS submit Python and R code. This custom step is a wrapper around the new CAS action gateway and specifically its action runlang. Please take a look at the documentation of what's all available there, in addition to taking an expressive look at how to set up everything so you are sure that this can run on your system. What this enables you to do is run Python and R code in a distributed fashion in CAS. So you can distribute your workload and access the actual data sets that are stored within CAS in a highly efficient way. To demonstrate this, we are going to walk through this custom step. First up is you having to select the Python and R script that you want to run. You can select scripts both from SAS server and SAS content, and it will infer the language you want to use based on the file extension. So name your files .py or .r accordingly. For me, I'm gonna pick one that's available in my file system, here in my Python programming examples, and I'm gonna use score model and hit OK. Now I can insert input and output tables to easily exchange data with that script. And above each of the input and output sections, you can see there is an example on how to access them. You can connect up to 10 input and output tables to your scripts, so there's a lot of flexibility built in. Let's start off by selecting the Python model that I have stored as it's a pickle file that's stored within a CAS table. Next up, we are going to input our data set that we want to score. In my case, I have blown up the HMEQ data table that you probably know from SAS documentation already, and I have blown it up to a lot of rows. At this point. So this is 180,000. No, it's 17, almost 18 million rows long. So that's our input data. Next, we're going to specify our output table. So we are going to just call it casuser.scored. Then in the options, we can also restrict run to a single threaded run. If you have a script that can't run in a distributed fashion, you can specify how many threads you want to use per worker in your session. You can select the logging level and you can specify different timeouts to synchronize your script or make sure you don't run into an endless loop. We are not going to change any of the defaults here and hit run. I'm also going to open up the code panel where we will see the output of the script be displayed for us. And what's happening here is this Python model that's stored as a pickle file will be scored against our almost 18 million rows. And if we take a look at the log, you can see how things are running in a distributed fashion. We are using in this environment 10 worker nodes with 160 threads, and each thread seems to be getting around 100,000 rows to score, and the total run took us 7.7 seconds in total to score 80 million rows, where the data was first located in CAS and now ran through the Python process and gave us back that as a CAS table, so that we can see that we have our scored data now back inside of CAS. I hope this step is useful to you and have a good time with it. Bye bye.